Hey YouTube. Well, I'm doing this video just because there's always a lot of negativity talked about Australia Day. A lot of the Aboriginals call it Invasion Day, which is not the case. It's not what it means, and that's not what it stands for. It's like America's Independence Day. Like, that's virtually the same thing. I guess just celebrating being Australian and celebrating each other and each other's accomplishments. I always wonder why my hair always looks like a shagged sheep on the videos. Like, yeah, I know I need a bit of a haircut, but my goodness, it always looks like a shagged sheep. And, yeah, I suppose that's life. but yeah, so, what is it, like, what is Australia Day to me? Well, Australia Day is celebrating being an Australian, and which a bit cliche, but essentially that's what it is. Celebrating being in a free country, getting to choose your own life, getting a good education, and being able to choose how much education you want. Because really, that is the case. The choice is always yours. You can always go back and do a bit of education if that's what you want to do. If you're not where you want to be in life, you can always go back and do a bit more and try and get to where you want to be. Like, so that to me, that's part of being an Australian, celebrating each other's accomplishments, what we've all done for each other, and what do we do in the community, and how do we help each other, and where do we come from? I mean, where I live, there's a lot of Italians around here, and they all brought something to this country. So all I'm saying is good food. One thing you can say about Italians, they always know how to cook, and they know how to eat, and they make good food. Yeah, and they're hard workers. Like, maybe too hard. In fact, I've heard of a lot of Italians descent people tend to, especially first generation, they tended to overwork a bit too much. Like, didn't know how to slow down, which I get. I get getting sucked into your work and just getting in and doing it, like, and then not really stopping until it's done. Like, I get that. And yeah, so all the best to all the other Australians out there. Is there a debate necessary for Australia Day? No. The silent majority, people like myself who vote, yeah. So if you're a noisy bastard out there and you're always complaining about things, just remember, I'm the person that votes. What the hell do you do? Like, I work in the community, I vote, I pay taxes. What do you do? That's the important thing. Like, what do you do? Do you get to complain? If you don't vote for something, don't complain. There's a lot of people out there that didn't vote, and then they'll say, oh, it's not the government I want, and it's like, well, you should have voted then. You didn't vote. No one's fault but your own. Like, if you didn't want this government or that government, vote, because that's the only way you're going to change anything. But anyway, yeah, so is there anything to debate? Truth be told, no. Because even the silent majority of Aboriginals, who pretty much are the only ones that really get a say in this matter, but they shouldn't change our whole day because of them. Like, but they do get a say. And I would say that they would probably say, look, it's too much hassle. We get a public holiday. What's the problem? Like, why is there a problem? Yeah, that's the day that Europeans settled in Australia, and yeah, we see that as invasion. Okay, fair enough. Like, acknowledged. But there's nothing any of us can do about it today, and Australia Day is not about celebrating the conquest of a foreign nation. It's about celebrating each other as people. If we don't do that, if we don't acknowledge each other's stories, then what are we here for? So, yeah, we're going to be chill and relaxed. That's what Australia's about. Giving each other a fair go, relaxing, letting the world's problems be the world's. But yeah, that's right, world. They're your problems, they're not ours. So just leave us alone. We don't want any of your problems. If you got them, like, okay, but there's nothing we can do about it. So just leave us alone, and we'll leave you alone, and that's it. We don't want to have anything to do with it. We don't. It's not that we don't care about it. It's just that we just don't want to bring it to our door. If you know what I mean. It's like just check it at the door when you're at work. You got problems. You check your problems at the door. Then you do your job. Then you go home and you sort it. But you don't take it with you, because otherwise, yeah, it just never goes away. So, yeah, but that's just life. And anyway, that's all I got to really say about any of all of this. There is no debate. The silent majority don't want to change Australia Day. Australia Day is perfectly fine as is. Thanks world, but we're happy with how things are. And angry mob who always have to have a complaint. Yeah, look, I got one thing to say to you. Go get a job, you guys. Like, what are you doing complaining? Like, do you have nothing better to do? Like, I'm not joking. Go get a job, all right? If you're not going to go study, if you're done with that, and if all you're going to do is complain, go get a job, because we're not going to pay for your existence. So start time to contributing to the rest of us. I don't care what that's doing. Go get an apprenticeship or whatever. Just do something. And that's all I have to say to the complainers. So, peace.